I recently had a very difficult conversation, and I often have very difficult conversations. The work that I do every day, I have to deliver bad news, give good news, wheel, deal, wine, dine, right? In order to make things happen. But in this specific instance, I'm talking about something that was a difficult conversation in your family, right? I am a child of two parents who were never married. My father has married, my mother is partnered, and so essentially I grew up with four parents, right? And that often is this own difficulty to navigate parental emotions and feelings and all of these different things that you as a child sometimes don't really know how to manage. But I will tell you that I grew up with a stepmother who is white. And as a black child, to grow up in an environment with a woman who has a very difficult time with your blackness is hard. And the older and older I got, the more and more I felt like I had to defend my blackness. More and more I had to defend the things that I liked, the things that I enjoyed, the things that I found beneficial, the dreams that I had. All of these things were called into question. My body image, my hair, my nails, everything she felt like was up for debate. Recently had a conversation with her about my own daughter, right? Who my black child is bodacious and bold and beautiful. She wears wigs, she wears extensions, she puts her makeup on, she dresses up, she enjoys being a girly girl, isn't a cotillion, which is again a historically black thing that my stepmother has no recollection or understanding about. And for whatever reason, she had no interest in understanding. No matter how many times I tried to explain the importance of it, the prestige of it, the excitement of it, the way in which it was an honor to be able to celebrate my daughter in this way in a community, in a crowd full of witnesses. And what I think she was taken aback by was the fact that I wasn't moving in terms of why it was important to celebrate my child in this way. And I asked just very flatly, what is the harm in celebrating black children, black young women in this way? Where else do they get this celebratory feeling? Where else can they be celebrated? Where are our children getting this idea that they are worthy and good and scholarly and just celebrated? And she was kind of like, she couldn't believe that I had called her on the carpet for it, finally, after what feels like 40 years of my life where I have had to be on the defense. And recently I had a very, very strong conversation with my father about his role in our relationship and his lack of support in defending what has felt like something I have had to defend alone. And I think what my father is feeling or has felt, or I'm assuming that he's feeling now, is a little bit of shame, as he should, because you let your only daughter have to defend her existence, defend her likeness, her thoughts, her feelings, her emotions, all of these years unchecked. But when it comes to mine, as a mama bear, I'm always going to go hard in the paint. And I think what he learned recently is that I am no longer interested in being that little defenseless girl who does not defend her own. I hope that helps.